I request you all to please mute yourselves. The other participants, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. Han, are we good to go? Should we start or should we wait?
Um, Ma'am, we can start.
We can. Is your RD madam joining or is she busy?
Already there. Ma'am,
The rest of you kindly mute yourselves. We don't want
All right,
disturbance.
ma'am.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Well, Dr. Han, I guess, you can kind of begin, maybe.
yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are going to have induction meeting on MAFL for January 2023 session. Oh, sorry, January 2024 session. And we are the nodal RC, IGNOU Regional Center Delhi-2 is the nodal regional center for this session. And we will be coordinating all your counseling session. And now I request my regional director, ma'am, Dr. Kanan Sharma, ma'am, to please welcome all the student. Dr. Kanan Sharma, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Rita Chauhan. Professor Deepanvita Srivastava, Director, School of Foreign Languages,
Hello, ma'am.
other colleagues from the IGNOU headquarters, esteemed guest for today's program, my colleagues from the Regional Center Delhi-2, and most important participants of today's induction program, our dear students. Uh, I think brief introduction has already been given by my colleague, Dr. Rita Chauhan, that this regional center has been assigned the responsibility of being the nodal regional center for this particular program. So we are catering to the student support services of the students of this program for the entire nation. And as of now, 117 students are enrolled for this program, which are spread across the 21 regional centers of this university. As far as Regional Center Delhi 2 is concerned, I very proudly I would like to inform our learners that this regional center has been awarded Best Regional Centers Award not only once or twice but thrice. So we rest assure you that we are here throughout your journey for this program, and it will be our endeavor to provide you all the support services which you will be requiring during the duration of your program. With these words, I would like to hand over to Dr. Rita Chauhan. Thank you, and over.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am. Just this is an virtual session, so we will make it a very fast things because most of the things is already available in our digital platform. So let me invite Dr. Deepanvita Srivastava, ma'am. She is associate professor in French, and she is also the director of School of Foreign Language, and she has vast experience. Needless to mention, you all can read our website also. A lot of details are already given in our IGNOU website. So with these words, I will request Dr. Deepanvita ma'am to please take up the session, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Chauhan, for this very gracious introduction. Bonjour à toutes et à tous. It has been absolutely wonderful welcoming you, our third batch in the MA French at IGNO, which I believe most of you are aware already. We have had a tremendous response from our learners across the country, some even abroad. So it is actually a very special day for me once again to welcome you all, my third batch for MA French. My very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you, Madam Kanan Sharma and the entire team from RC Delhi-2, are very important support services in charge. As you all were told, they are the nodal centers among the many regional centers across the country. Regional Center Delhi 2 is assigned the nodal center for MA French. So this may kindly be noted by our students here. I take this opportunity also to extend my heartiest warm welcome to Professor Sitaru Murugan, who's here with us. Sir, if you could have your camera, please. He has been a tremendous support and a part of our core team here, faculty and former head of the Department of French at Pondicherry University. He is a renowned scholar of French studies in the country, and while being at the University of Pondicherry, he lends precious support to our entire program in various capacities as course development and lectures and so many other ways. So it is an absolute pleasure to invite him today. He'll tell you how we have been, doing of the last two batches. And before that, before I invite him, I'd just like to briefly present our MAFL program to our learners today. As I had already informed most of you on WhatsApp, it'll be a good idea that you can note down some of the important things because, queries just don't cease, keep happening. Every day the same questions. So if you can copy down some important bits that we're telling you today, it'll be good for you, good for us as well. Well, to begin with, let me tell you some basic facts about your university. Thank you very much for having shown your interest and joined our program here at the Indira Gandhi National Open University. The university is, for your information, it's the largest open university of the world. Tremendous learner participation, and we're catering to nearly 5 lakh students on our campus. Huge participation, huge number of programs, 21 academic schools, among which SOFL is one of them. So as you saw, the regional centers here across spread all over India, they lend support services to our students because as you see, our learners are spread across the country and very often they require administrative support, some queries here and there. So our regional centers spread across the length and breadth of India. They provide precious student support services to our learners. And among those regional centers, Regional Center Delhi 2 is specifically assigned to help our MA French students. So please keep that in mind. Now, a little about the MA French program briefly. I had sent you all the program guide, and I'm so hoping that all of you have taken out time to go through the basic guidelines regarding the program. I'd briefly just walk you through the regulations once again. The MAFL, please note the MAFL is the program code. This is one of the greatest sources of confusion our students have. The whole program MA French is MAFL, and that is the program code. And all the rest of the courses that you have, those are the course codes. So that you don't have confusion later, let me just tell you right now, MAFL is your program code. The rest of the courses are the course codes. So please note it down somewhere. This program uh, is a modular structured program as per the guidelines, the directives of the uh, NEP 2020. As you all know, IGNOU caters to an extraordinary range of students. And yes, anybody? Yes, we have an extraordinary range of learner groups with us. In fact, over the last two batches, I've noted that my youngest learners, they come, around 22 years, and I have had my oldest learner here who was a 75-year-old lady who decided to restart her French studies. So that's a very heartening structure I have, and I absolutely enjoy having so many kinds, so many categories of learners with us. And I'm so proud that IGNOU is able to kindle this joy of learning among all our learners. So keep that in mind, that you are a fantastic blend of students from all age groups, from all regions in the country. And when we have our weekend online classes, you'll just get to have a remarkable blend of friends and colleagues and peers in your class. So welcome to that. Now, as I was saying, this program is built around a modular approach, which means the minimum period for completing. Uh, Now, listen to me first. It's a suggestion. Stop typing your questions right now. Listen to me calmly. At the end, if there are still queries, we'll clear up. The minimum period for completing this program is 2 years, and the maximum is 4 years. In other words, there is ample flexibility provided to the learners in case for some difficulty, all our students are professionals working, having other commitments. So if they have not been able to complete one or two courses in time, they can always do it in the next session. And next session here means, every 6 months we have end term exams. So suppose you have taken admission now for all our January 24 admitted students. For you, this admission stays alive till the next 4 years. So keep that in mind, and you can take the liberty to complete courses as per your convenience within this 4-year period. But beyond 4 years, your admission gets cancelled, and then you have to kind of re-register. So this is one very unique feature of the MA program here. Most of our learners, they are working, so they carry on both the things, studies and work together, and that works out fantastically. The basic way we function in the program is we send you material. Now, I'm not really aware if your batch has still received the hard copy of the study materials. If you haven't received it.
No, ma'am.
No.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. So you'll be receiving it in another 4-5 days or a week max. But in the meanwhile, I shall share with you the soft copies of whatever the material. And 4th of May, that is the coming weekend, we will begin our weekend contact classes. So those are going to be online classes, 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. And the rest is going to be as per your own reading. When you have the material with you, you go through the material, we come back to class and we discuss, we debate, we talk about it, we troubleshoot, and at your batch would have its end term exams in December 24. So it's an annual system that way. The next thing is evaluation is split in 2 parts. That's assignments, which you would find uploaded on the main website. We'll tell you in due course where to find it. You submit your assignments. That's part of your continuous evaluation. And the term and exams would be held in person. The assignments can be submitted through the IGNOU link, which you will find on the website. We'll tell you about it later. And the term and exams would be written at various exam centers, which will be notified to you later. So evaluation is in 2 parts. Apart from that, we have our contact sessions on weekends, and you'll get some audio sessions. We share with you audio lectures and video lectures, various other activities, but main among that is the weekend classes and your written material, which you should be receiving in a week's time. And before that, I'll share with you by today evening the soft copies. So you start reading. So this was more or less a larger picture of what MA French brings to you. I would like to clarify here that this program is absolutely at par with other programs of other universities. After doing MA French from here, you can easily sit for your NET JRF exams, whoever wishes to. You can apply for your PhD. For your information, our SOFL also has a very successfully running PhD program. So a lot of our MA students, they have asked me about it, so I thought I'd let you know right now. The courses that you have, I think you would have taken a look at that. The first year courses and the second year courses. In the first year, you have 5 courses and 1 project, Le Mémoire. That's 6. And the second year has 4 courses and 1 major thesis, dissertation, which would be for the second years. So this is, your entire course structure, which, if you wish, you finish in 2 years. If you wish, you finish in 4 years. So that's another thing. One more thing. Sorry about that. In case you wish to exit after first year, you can do that as well. So the ones who just do the first year, complete all courses, pass in all courses, you get a degree of postgraduate diploma in French, and you go and you leave. But then you have the possibility of returning after a year and do a lateral entry into your second year, do your second year, take the full degree of MA French and leave. So these are, the different possibilities that IGNOU MA French offers.
Ma'am, could you please repeat it? What you just said?
I said the minimum program for the complete degree MA French is 2 years. Now, if there are people who, after doing the first year, after successfully having done, you've completed all courses and you have passed all courses, if you wish to take a break, let's say, you want to exit, the system permits you to exit after first year with a degree called postgraduate diploma in French. Now you go, suppose after 1 year, you take a break, you come back within the 4 years of your admission period, do a lateral entry into the second year, do your second year, complete your entire MA and take the MA degree. There's also a possibility that some people go out after first year and they're happy just having done a postgraduate diploma. So that's also a possibility. So these are the multiple exit entry systemic procedures that have been designed, and IGNOU follows it as per the NEP 2020, because we cater to professionals.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. The
Yes.
one question came in my mind. The thing is that in the MAFL question, you are saying that we can take the first year certificate or the PG diploma type.
It's not PG diploma type. It's the first year when you complete. That's the degree the university gives you, because you've
Okay.
done only 1 year.
Okay. And after completing both the years?
You get an MA French.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So, well, that was in a nutshell the structuration and whatever we have to follow. And before I take on your questions, I would now like to very warmly invite our guest of honor today, Professor Sitharumurgan, who's been a solid support absolutely for our program since day one. I would do a brief introduction for Professor Sitharumurgan. So, very, very warm welcome to IGNOU for our induction session of the third batch. Professor Sitharumurgan is the former head of the Department of French at the University of Pondicherry, a central university. You all would be aware, one of the prime centers of French studies in India. He was the earlier head, and now he's professor of French there. He has nearly 25 plus year long experience in the domain of university teaching of French in India, and he is a very renowned author. Bhargavi, could you please shut your mic? He brings in a very rich experience with him, a noted translator, scholar of French studies. He's worked extensively in the area of Tamil French translation, and he has brought out volumes on creative writers of Pondicherry. That's a remarkable contribution to the entire body of French studies in the country. He is specialized on identity and contexts, and the translation works that he has contributed to the domain. You will see that finally when he takes the translation classes with you. A wonderful scholar, and several doctoral theses awarded under him, several books, research papers, and he has been an invited scholar at various international institutions across the world in France and Quebec. We are absolutely delighted to have you with us, sir. The floor is
Thank
yours.
you, thank you. I think I don't know really. I deserve those euh, éloges que vous avez prononcés maintenant.
Vous le méritez
Donc,
aussi, bien sûr, monsieur.
je ne sais pas si je mérite ou non. Donc, bienvenue mes étudiants qui venaient partout de l'Inde, différentes parties de l'Inde. Very good afternoon to all of you who are present here. A special bonsoir to Deepandita Srivastava, who has been the backbone for the entire program. All other responsible of the administrative side, the academic side of IGNOU Center, the university members, administrative staff, the faculty of IGNOU, the students present here, a very warm welcome to all of you. Good afternoon to all of you. So, Madam has given a detailed introduction about the program, but I would like to add a little bit of things about the program because it is one of the prestigious programs that has been run in one of the prestigious universities of India. And the program that has been conceived, the MA French, the curriculum that has been conceived is something which is on par with any of the curriculum which is available in any of the universities in India. You take JNU or you take Delhi University, Pondicherry University, or English and Foreign Languages University, you go to the websites and you can find whatever has been prescribed for you in IGNOU, it has been prescribed by those universities as well. And the conception itself, it went on for 3-4 days. We sat together and we have been breaking our heads to incorporate certain things which are really required to meet the present day's job market, the academic market which is there. So based on the detailed study, we have prepared the syllabus, and you can see which is the compact edition of the syllabus curriculum which has been given to you. The details of the papers Madam has already discussed. It includes literature, it includes translation, it includes creative writing in the form of memoir and dissertation. It includes la vie contemporaine française et francophone. It also adds linguistics in it. Didactics is also there. History, research methodology, everything is there put in a nutshell. So once you come out of this program, Madam was telling that after, if you complete the first year, once you leave or plan to leave the first year, you'll be getting a postgraduate diploma. But I won't recommend that. Better you continue to complete the 2 years program, and once you come out of the 2 years program, you can see the changes, the knowledge that you obtained, the training that has been given, the output that you yourself can feel from obtaining this prestigious master's degree, which is equivalent to any master's degree given by any other universities in India, and it has been considered as equivalent to. You don't think that no, we are doing it online or distance mode, or it's not like that. After this IGNOU master's degree certificate, you can very easily take up the NET exam, which is going to be an entry level exam for entering into PhD or going in for for any jobs as assistant professors in any of the colleges or universities throughout the country. So this is uh, this is one of the prestigious programs that I can tell you. And we are there. We have been meeting students, and we can see the success of the students through the output that they come with, and through the contribution that they do for the language, and the improvement that they make on day-to-day basis, that we can see. And we have successfully completed, as madam has said, two sets have already been batches have already been completed, and this is the third batch. The alumni is very strong. I think you might be knowing, your seniors would have also suggested you about this program. And the teachers who are going to handle the weekend classes, they are all the excellent professors from various fields, the experts in those areas you are going to have. And those classes will be very, very interesting and lively, where it's going to be interactive in nature. I suggest you, or I request you not to miss any of the classes, which is going to be uh, a very interesting learning session for all of you. Um, so I wish you all the very best, to all the candidates who have joined here, the students who have come here from various parts of the country, and continue to learn as per the guideline suggestions given by madam, who is going to be there throughout. And I could see the effort that she is putting to see to that answering to each and every queries which has been raised by the students. I can see that. And I was just asking before the session, do you find time to sleep? Because even at 1:30 she was sending messages. I mean, she has been receiving messages, and she is immediately sending messages to all the students, because the number of students are more, and she has to work day and night to cater to the requirements of all the students, which are quite academic in nature, and their doubts are really genuine. And those doubts have to be cleared. And she is always their backbone, and she will extend all the support, whatever requirements you need. IGNO is always there. Madam is there. They will help you out. And we are supporting from outside. There are many scholars who are supporting from outside, senior professors, senior people from the translation industry. They are there. They will help you out to learn better the curriculum which has been designed for your own welfare, for your academic success, for your success in the field of French language, translation, literature, linguistics, and film. Thank you very much for the opportunity given, madam. I wish all the students a great future, and maybe in the due course of time, we will be having time to meet and have a personal interaction with each one of you during the sessions that we are going to have during the weekends. Thank you very much.
Sarah Morgan, that was such a pleasure to hear you. Thanks a lot. Like always, you've stood like a rock with us, and the team is so obliged to you. Thank you very much
Thank you.
from IGNU, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I believe all our participants today have listened to Sir, have taken note of what I shared with you, and I am now absolutely open to questions. I prefer people asking me instead of typing out. Switch on your cameras and raise your hands. Maybe we can take some questions live.
Madam, I have a question.
Can you please switch on your camera? I'd like to see you asking.
No, can
Yes.
I leave, or should I have to stay back, madam?
Sir, I know you're a very busy person. I wouldn't want to, hold you on
No,
longer.
because
It's a pleasure having you, but in case you're caught up, sir, please, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Wish you all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, madam.
Now, everyone is not going to switch on the mics. Whoever is asking, raise your hands and then come on one by one. I shall take as many questions as possible. Yes, please.
Madam, do we have exam center in Kolkata? I registered myself Kolkata Regional Center. So in Kolkata, is there exam center for this course?
Everybody has been allotted a unique regional center, whether you are in
Regional.
Kolkata, Mumbai, wherever you are. On your
Okay.
ID cards, on your application, on your admission letters, I'm sure you have been told
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
regional center is yours.
Okay.
So, depending on that, that city you will have your exam center.
Okay. Thank you.
What
So
else?
I had a query regarding the exams. Um, if I complete my assignments and I'm not being able to answer the exam in that semester, can I write it afterwards, or I have to do the whole procedure again of writing the assignment and the exam?
Once you have submitted your assignments, it is alive for the next 4 years. You can choose to take your term and exam. Suppose you've submitted your assignment this year, you can even take your end term exam next year. But
Oh,
the condition being that the assignment for that paper should have been submitted.
okay.
But let me also tell you, if you have submitted your term and exam fees, and even then you're not writing, that fees is not refundable. The next round you'll have to resubmit the exam fees. So if you've just given your assignment, think well before you submit your term and exam fees.
Okay.
Only when you are absolutely sure you're going to write your term and exam, submit the money, or else that is not refundable. I must make that very clear right at this point.
Okay. One more question would be the exams, as you said, it's annual system. So that means we have only four attempts, correct?
No,
Or
no, no,
else,
no. For your batch, for example, the first time you get to appear is coming December. Okay,
okay.
you come in January batch. So the first time you can appear for your final exam is coming December. But suppose you have not been able to do it in December, the next cycle is June.
Okay, fine.
This thing repeat thing keeps happening every 6 months, although your system is annual.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, good evening, ma'am. I had a question regarding the weekend classes. Uh, would it be possible for you to tell us how many classes are going to take place and how long they are going to be, or if we will receive a timetable for the same?
A tentative time schedule and class schedule and order of course schedule has already been prepared. This you will be told at least 2 weeks in advance. The weekend classes are always for MA French, always held on Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours each day. So each weekend means 4 hours of contact classes. Now, this depends on a lot of things. Sometimes students tell us, okay, ma'am, can we have it from 2 to 4, or can we have it from 11 to 1, or something. Sometimes the teacher is also not available, so the teachers request for a particular time slot. And the third most important, now that RC2 is our nodal center, sometimes there are administrative constraints also. So, depending on the availability of staff, we may alter the time. So I'm not going to tell you whether it will be, this time slot every weekend. A rough idea that whatever it be, I think it should be within 10 to 5, because those are also office hours. And we're not going to have contact classes at 9 o'clock night, unless it's some, uh, very exceptional situation. So normally your contact classes would be any 2 hour slot between 10 and 5 on Saturdays and Sunday. But given this, if there are some exceptional situations, we can also shift it other days.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
And also, this 4th of May, Saturday, we are going to begin with our weekend contact classes. And this will go on till the end of September, all weekends, so that once you're done with your contact classes, the months of October and November are completely left free for your revision, for your doubt clearing, or anything. You won't have such rigorous weekend classes. That is only from this May beginning up to end September. And you write your term end exam for your first year in December, TEE, that's called the term end exam. Get used to these terminologies in IGNOU. So yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask one question to you. That is, how do you get notified about the upcoming classes? Hmm. Why I'm asking the question because I have a WhatsApp on a different number.
Now that is a technical problem. If you have submitted one number on your official papers in
I'm just asking because do we get notified for the classes in SMS or email or any other means or only through WhatsApp?
the official WhatsApp group that has been created is the one where you have an interface with me. And when it comes to French courses, I decide. So it's on that official group, whatever I post, that is the final thing. So you better, kind of try to get onto that group, because I must tell you that in the last two groups, I have found people who have kind of just not bothered to join the WhatsApp group. Just a month before the term ends, they say, oh, we are not part of the WhatsApp group, so we don't know what's happening. Don't do that. Absolutely ensure that you are there. And as Professor Morgan was saying, I keep.
Ma'am, where do I get the link to join the WhatsApp group?
You must have got it in your email. We have sent an email to all registered students, and the link to join WhatsApp is there.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. I haven't received any email about any of this today's meeting. All I received was an SMS, and that's how I got to know about this today's session.
Kindly write to me on my official email with your ID card copy, with the official email that you have sent to IGNOU. I want to cross-check with that, and then accordingly, I will send you the link for WhatsApp. You can be part of it. Because you absolutely have to be there in the WhatsApp group. Otherwise, you miss out on very vital information. So that's
Sure, ma'am. Understood. Thank you. Thank you.
yes. Anything else?
Yeah, bonsoir, madam.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a
Yes, ma'am?
doubt that is it attendance is compulsory in the end?
Weekend contact classes are not mandatory. In all honesty, I must tell you, IGNOU offers you this flexibility. But as a teacher, let me tell you, MA is not a joke. A lot of students come here thinking IGNOU courses are easy. Right after 2 months, you'll realize they're not. And if you're not attending the weekend classes, you'll have problems at the end. Administratively, there is no constraint. You can just sit back and never come for your contact classes. But then don't blame that we don't understand and this is too difficult or something. So, not mandatory, but very important. Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. The confirmation mail that we had received from IGNOU, I had a question about that. The status of dispatch of study material. When I put my enrollment number there, it still says enrollment number not found. The eGyan Kosh link, if I click on it, it says
eGyan Kosh doesn't have the thing right now. Don't bother about that.
Okay.
I'm going to send you. That's why I said the WhatsApp thing is very important. If there is delay in postage, you don't receive the hard copy. It's all there in the university, but postage delays happen often. By today evening, you will have the soft copy of the first course we are going to take up from 4th of May. And I don't know if any one of you is aware of the flipped model. Does any one of you here know what's a flipped model of class?
No.
No? Okay. So we essentially follow the flipped model, which is, that's no rocket science. I mean, you're given the material in advance, you read it, and you have a fair idea of what's going to happen, and you come to the class. The weekend classes, I must tell you in advance, they are not like spoon-feeding typical classes in conventional universities. The classes are a platform for discussion, for exchange, and coming together, debating, even fight in French, totally in French. So those are places where you interact with your peers, with your professors, there's a lot of talking happening, and all those sessions are recorded. So when you come to the class, you're told in advance that this day we are going to handle this course block, this unit, this. So you know in advance that these are the chapters which are going to be taken up. You read in advance and you come to the class. So those classes are not spoon feeding classes, they are more of troubleshooting sessions. So yes, that's how it's going to be.
Ma'am, one more thing. All the e-content apps that are mentioned, I'm not sure if people using Apple iPhones, if they have access to these apps, because I only see IGNU those, no other app related to IGNU on Apple.
For the moment, let's simplify it. Follow the soft copy I send you on your WhatsApp group.
Okay, I will send you another mail, ma'am, because as someone pointed out, I'm not part of the WhatsApp group.
Well, you better be. That's
Sorry?
what you better be part of that,
Yes.
because that is the sole platform where you get a one-to-one interaction with me, whether it's middle of the night or and you ask your seniors. I've had people calling me up at 3 a.m. because somebody's sitting in France, somebody's sitting in some other country, and they contact me at that time, and yes, I am there. So if you keep rolling around other portals, other platforms, you perhaps won't get the answer you're looking for. So absolutely ensure you're there on this official WhatsApp group.
So I'll just have to write a mail to you, because I don't know how I was missed. I have just one number, which is WhatsApp, call, everything. So not sure how I got missed.
On all your admission documents, if you have mentioned your phone number and your email address, that should have ideally been sent to me. Dr. Chauhan, may I kindly request you also to look into this, please? Or
Okay.
yes, yes, Dr. Chauhan.
Yes.
So you can send your query. Who was this talking to me just now?
Moshmi.
Moshmi.
Moshmi, you can write to me on my official email with CC to RC Delhi-2. So
Okay.
that they also have a copy of your query. We
Okay.
should resolve it soon. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, after the, as you said, that first year exam will be in December this year, right?
Yeah.
So after December, when will we having our exam? Is it semester system or yearly?
After December, if let's say you've completed all the 5, 6 courses, okay, then
Mm-hmm,
you do
mm-hmm,
it next December, 25 December. But suppose in December, out of the 5 courses, you were able to write only 3 courses. So
mm-hmm.
you can again do the same in June. So every 6 months you have end terms exam conducted by the university. If you have missed out on one, after 6 months you can again do that.
And one more question, ma'am. What will be the reason of our assignment? As I saw that the assignments were in English also, and one or two were in French, the questions. So,
Out of all the 11 courses that you would have noted, there are
mm-hmm,
2 courses which are in English. One is linguistics and the other is research methodology. These are in English because they are also shared by other language students in our school. So for these, you'll have everything in English. You get the material in English, you'll have your lectures in English, and you will also write your term and exam in English. But the rest of the courses, they are in French. Everything happens in French. You write your exams in French. But of course, during the weekend classes, I mean, yeah,
awesome.
we can
Yes.
always
Thank you
mix
so
and
much.
match. It's not so.
Ma'am, bonsoir.
Yes,
Uh, Madam, I have a doubt. So, we have an exam at the end, like in the December. So, it's going to be just one exam. There's no repetition of the exams, right? So, as in the
oh,
cycle is not there.
you see, for you, you have, let's say in the first year, you have 5 papers and 1 project. So you'll
Okay.
have 5 days of exams for each course.
Okay.
Like you have
Fine.
001, 002, 0. So 5 days. Those the timetable is confirmed, say a month in advance from the examination department. You'll be
Okay.
told the dates.
So that will, what I meant to say is that this like date sheet and the exams are going to held in December itself.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay,
date sheet will be out a month earlier, I believe.
okay, all right, ma'am.
Another thing I want to clarify this, because this I have learned the hard way. What happened was, IGNOU is a giant of a system. Please understand, we're catering to nearly 5 lakh students. It's not a small system. The dates, as announced by the examination division, there are stages. The first time they give out a tentative timetable, and then slowly they give you the absolute final dates. So what happened earlier batches, there were people, who were staying abroad, someone staying in Dubai or even France, and they bought their tickets for going back after exams based on the tentative timetable. And later, when the final dates came, they saw that they were going to miss out because the dates were again rescheduled. So I request all of you to be very careful while buying tickets, while arranging for some visit, some holiday, some visit. So be very careful of that. Don't just see one exam sheet and then rush and buy tickets and plan out some things. Be careful on that account.
Okay, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you give me your email ID, ma'am?
Go. This is another thing I must clarify on and on again. You get a lot of flexibility in IGNOU, understand that. Instead of 2 years, you get 4 years, every 6 months do. But kindly get into the habit of finding information yourselves. All of you should be enough net savvy to go on the IGNOU website, look for information, and find out information for yourself. I'm there for, clarifying and double cross-checking. But don't ask me for everything which is already there. The IGNOU homepage is very comprehensive. You'll get almost everything updated there. In fact, from today, make it a habit to check the website every morning. If there is some special link being announced, some last date, some, something, it is always flashing on the main homepage. So get into the habit of accessing information there. Do not expect SOFL to provide you with all info. For example, you're asking me my official email. You must know that the SOFL website is the prime place where you get all such information, official email addresses. So you shouldn't be bothering, to look at
Actually, I'm asking this for the WhatsApp link, ma'am.
WhatsApp link. You get my email address on my on the SOFL website. Write to me on my official email, along with a copy of your admission letter and ID card, and we'll look into that.
I just want to confirm assignment, the sensitivity of the assignment, because I think before I have seen like sometimes assignment is not submitted, or maybe due to technical issue, exam is not allowed. It was before, so I just want to know the procedure and how important is both exam and the assignment.
First of all, I must clarify that the weightage as is distributed, 30% weightage to assignments and 70% reserved for term end exams. Now, for appearing in term end exam, the prime requirement is that your assignments should have been already submitted. If for any course you have not submitted your assignment, you cannot write your term end. That is the baseline, the regulation that you must absolutely remember. Now, for your batch, the last date of assignment submission is 30th September. And before, I suggest you take your time, finish your assignments, which you will find uploaded on the IGNOU website. I'll tell you, after this meeting, I'll tell you where to find your assignments. You can keep doing your assignments as per your convenience, but they should all be submitted before 30th September if you wish to appear for that exam in the coming term in exams.
Do we get the confirmation of submission at the same time, or does it take time for rechecking and checking, by the department?
Actually, see, the thing is, about this, I will get back to you in a while, not just now. Some students prefer submissions online through the IGNOU link. Some people send it hard copy. So those are things I will clarify later. Today is too quick a time. I don't want to stuff you up with too much information. But there are two ways of submission. One is online through the IGNOU link, and the other is hard copy through post. So I'll clarify about that in the days to come. Don't worry, you still have time till September. Another thing, yes, about now this does with your assignment. You would see in your course list, you have mémoire in la première année. Deuxième année, vous avez la dissertation, 12 credit dissertation, MA thesis. These are things which need to be submitted. Largely, people do it on the IGNOU link. Some people also send it in hard copy. So that is again something I'll clarify in due course. Just telling you one thing. For your term end exams, ensure your assignments are submitted. And for your project and dissertation, ensure that your synopsis is approved by me, because that email page of approval from my end is attached in the spiral bound dissertation or project work that you submit. Without that copy of approval of synopsis, your project will not be considered. So understand, for project, synopsis is mandatory, and for term end, assignments are mandatory. This is something that you absolutely must have in mind.
Bospa, madam, I have a question. I mean, it's a little technical thing. So
What is it?
basically, I'm not able to add my ABC ID with the current name, because the thing is, on the IGNOU thing, my name is second, my surname is first. And on my ABC ID, which was created in my college, so they have added my name first and then surname. So on the portal, it shows invalid information, something like that, which is not able to link. So what do I do in that case?
Dr. Chauhan, are we there? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you kind of be able to help on that? I guess this is something to do with the SRD more than
Yeah,
anything.
actually, you can send us a mail. We will look into it.
Okay, ma'am.
Maybe, what is your name in your 10th certificate?
The same name, but surname is first in that.
Ha,
It's Vade
so,
Akhilesh.
so actually, your degree will be based on that only. You just
Correct.
send us a mail in RC Delhi-2. We will check with the SRD and we will confirm it to you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Oui, allez-y.
Ma'am,
Oui,
uh, good evening, ma'am.
good evening.
I'm Sunil Sengupta from Nagpur. I have the same problem actually. Actually, my date of birth, by mistake, it has gone 19th June 1956. Actually, it is 1912 1956. So I am also unable to go to portal. So do I have to do the same thing?
I guess so. Yes, actually, you write to Delhi RC2 and put a copy to me as well. We'll send it to the relevant
Right.
department. They'll set it right.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's welcome. Yes,
Good evening, ma'am.
as well.
Bonsoir. Madam, I had a doubt. Like you mentioned that in case we are not able to appear for the examination in December, in that case, do we go on to second year, and can we do the exams with the second year exams, the ones that we missed in the first year or we were unable to? Is there a provision like that?
Right after you complete your first year, that is the timeline of the first year,
Yes, ma'am.
you'll see on the website uh, the process for re-registration, which means for the second years it begins. That's irrespective of whether you've completed or passed or whatever. You go and pay your fees for the second year, and you get into the second year. After that, it's your job every 6 months to see that you're, completing all courses. You need to
Understood.
submit the second year fees in time so that you
Okay.
don't kind of, get out of the system.
Understood. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour.
Ma'am, I have a problem regarding the enrollment number. Actually, whenever I'm seeing that my material has been dispatched or not, it is showing that my enrollment number is not found. Same for the ID also when I'm trying to download it.
Uh, Dr. Johan, I guess maybe you could pitch in a little over here.
Again, it need to be checked. So you can send a mail to us, rcdelhi2@igno.ac.in, and you can copy to me also in case there is a delay in work.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
This is my email ID, ritachauhan@igno.ac.in. So
Okay,
if there
ma'am.
is an issue, we will let you know. We will solve your problem with the help of student registration division, which is the main division for responsible for the admission process.
Okay, ma'am. Merci, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Johan. We have a very competent team at RC Delhi too, and I'm very sure
Yeah.
they'll be pitching in to help you on time. Yes. The rest. Any more questions?
Bonsoir, madam.
Yes,
Uh, we have five courses with five exams in the first year. So
that's
just
and a
to
project.
understand, and a project. Just to understand, if I have given these assignments for all the five courses, but I'm appearing only for three exams, so I can give the pending two exams in June,
Absolutely.
and by that time I'll get the result of the first three exams as well. So I will come to know if I have to rewrite them in June or not.
Yeah.
Okay. And as for the memoir that is there in the first term,
Hmm.
uh, that will just be checked by you, and that is just a pass. That doesn't have an exam after that.
We have our external examiners across the country. So some may come to me, but not necessarily everything comes to me. They are spread across, even for our first 2 years. I mean, that's how people have come to know how well our students have performed. Your examiners are sitting across the country in different universities. Some copies come to me, some projects come to me, but not all. So yes, that's how it works. And your marks are uploaded. You get to see them, at the end of the session. They are uploaded by the evaluation division, and you feed in your enrollment number, and then you get to see the marks there.
Okay. So just in case if we pass two courses as the exam as well, we don't rewrite them. We just write the ones which are pending.
Yes, and from what Amit ji, are you there? Is Amit ji around?
Yeah. Tell
Amit
me.
ji, आपसे एक clarification लेनी थी. If you would kindly clarify, because when we asked RC Chennai, is there a provision of rewriting the term and exam if someone wants to improve the grades, or you actually have to fail the paper in order to be able to do it again?
Actually, in between there is a no such procedure. But let us suppose that after completion of the program, there is I mean, students is not able to secure the first division by. There is a rule of 1% and 55% also. So let
Yes.
us suppose that if any student got the 54%, then there is a provision. So detailed guidelines are available in the student evaluation division website page. So then the students may appear in the next consecutive term and examinations for improvement in the division. But in
Okay.
between, there is a no such procedure that if you have cleared one examinations and subsequently you have to appear for the improvement, there is no such procedure.
Okay. So, but if you have actually failed in a paper, then you can do it
Yeah,
next time.
that's always there. That's always there.
Right. So, if that answers your question, or
Oui,
is there?
madam. Oui. Thank you. Merci.
Yes.
Sorry, I have one more question.
Mhm.
Uh, Regarding the project for the first year, I have to get the synopsis approved by you by September 30th, or it could go on further.
The September 30th deadline is for assignments, not for
That's right.
projects. Project submission, if I remember right, is somewhere around 30th November. But the last date for synopsis is something that I determine, and I share it on your WhatsApp group, because synopsis has to be cleared at least 2 months in advance of your final project submission. So let's say your project submission last date is 30th November. I would prefer that synopsis are cleared max by 30th October or something, or maybe a little in advance. That's something I decide and I let you know. But once the deadline is over, it's over. You have to be careful of that.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I had a question.
Please.
Ma'am, actually, I have chosen RC Delhi 3, and in my identity card, it is also mentioned that it is RC Delhi 3, and that it is a induction meeting of RC Delhi 2. So, will there be any problem later for me because of this? Because it is mentioned in my identity card.
Please understand one thing.
Yeah, please.
Your ID card must be mentioning a particular RC for you. Something is RC Kolkata or RC Delhi 2, like you said, or RC Delhi 3, or RC Varanasi, RC Aligarh. There are a number of regional centers. That is your permanent regional center allotted to you based on the address that you have provided the university.
Yes.
Now, RC Delhi 2 is the nodal center for MA French January 24 batch.
Okay, ma'am.
That means any kind of administrative query or some roadblock you have, you can contact the team at Delhi RC2. You don't have to rush to your allotted RC.
Okay.
For any kind of query, you can come to Delhi RC2, which is the nodal center for MA French.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes. Anything else?
Madam, I have a question. Do we have to send the assignments to IGNOU Delhi RC2 if I send it by post?
I will tell you about where to send your assignments in due course, not today.
Okay. Okay.
And that is why I'm repeating and reiterating the fact. Be very regular on your WhatsApp group. Most of the information I share absolutely
Here
from
only.
my end, you absolutely must be aware of it. Okay? Yes. Anything else?
Bonsoir, madam. This is Shubhasri. I just wanted to ask, all the papers in MA French, they are all written papers. There are there.
That comes in the second year. For the moment, your assignments are written and your termins are also written. All your speaking business happens on the weekend classes.
Okay.
So we give you an absolute open platform. Come, fight, debate, discuss, exchange, whatever. Ça, c'est tout en français. On parle beaucoup, on échange tout le temps. Et il faut y participer bien.
D'accord.
So,
Merci beaucoup.
come there. Yes. Yes. Anything else? Also, oh yes, a very important thing. Your assignments have to be handwritten and scanned. This is something I forgot to tell my earlier batches. Don't type. IGNOU takes only handwritten assignments, which you have to scan and upload. If you're sending my link, if you're sending by post hard copy, they should anyway be handwritten, not typed. And where to find the assignment questions, I shall tell you by tomorrow. Okay. Well, if there's nothing more, or maybe we can call it a day. It's been wonderful getting along. And we start our very successful third batch now. Happy to welcome you all to SOFO. And a standing invitation to all of you who are in Delhi, who are not in Delhi, if you're visiting Delhi, do come and visit us at our main campus. Come to SOFO. It would be a good idea to see what your university is like. So, well, bon courage et très bonne chance à vous tous.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Merci beaucoup, madame. Merci.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Wonderful meeting.
Mille merci, madame. Merci, merci.
Merci, madame.
Merci, madame.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, RC2 team, RC2, Dr. Johan, Dr. Srivastav, Madam Kanan, Big thanks from School of Foreign Languages for having organized the meet. Thank you very much. So, well, we end the meeting now, and the first class is going to be on 4th May, Saturday. I will inform you of the timings as we decide. Okay, by tomorrow, day after, you should get to know. I'm also going to share the soft copy of the first course we are going to take up. My ardent request to all of you, read up all the blocks and units I'm going to tell you on WhatsApp, so that when you come to class, you know what is going to happen. Okay. Bon, bonne journée, bonne soirée.
Bonne journée, bonne
Bonjour,
soirée.
madame. Bonne soirée.
Bonne soirée à
Bonne
vous.
Bonsoir.
soirée, madame.
Merci,
Bonsoir,
merci.
madame.
Okay.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Bonne soirée, madame.
My pleasure. Dr. Shrivastava, thank you.
Merci.
Dr. Ram, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am, for your
Thank
gracious
you.
presence and informing the
Thank
students
you.
about the different aspects of the MA French program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Can I
Dr.
invite Dr. Rahman for formal vote of thanks?
Oh, that would be
Dr.
fun.
Rahman.
Absolutely.
I think so. There is no need of formal vote of thanks because ma'am has already taken care of the student and they have handled the query. She has handled the query very carefully and also very smartly, I'll say. And now, as I am directed to go the vote of thanks, so first and foremost, I would like to extend my thanks to Professor Dipandita ma'am for sharing the valuable views and also for sparing the valuable time to interact with the learners. And then coming to my the regional director, of course, Dr. Kami Sharma ma'am, who has joined recently after a long, what we can say, the disease. Now she's okay, and I'm blessed that she is here to join. And then formally to my colleague, senior colleague, Dr. Amit Srivastava, for handling some of the queries. And last but not the least, to Dr. Rita Chauhan, the convener and the coordinator for this organizing such a beautiful induction meeting. And to all my learners who have participated and raised their queries and got the satisfactory answer. From my bottom of the heart, I express my deep acknowledgement and thank to all. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Raman Saab. It's been a pleasure having you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rahman. Thank you.
Well done.